So it's not always the guy who's on the street with the sign. Surely they're homeless, and they are. Most people don't realize that's the smallest portion of homeless people in our town. 90% of the people who are homeless are not necessarily sleeping on park benches, but they're sleeping in places that aren't really fit for habitation. They're sleeping on somebody's couch with 2 kids on the floor. They're sleeping in one of those extended stay hotels that's not safe. Most homeless people are embedded in places you won't find them, and they're just trying to survive every day until they find out there's a program like the Harvest Center. And when they find us, and then they find home again.
To make a long story short, I'm a product of a rape. Went from foster home to foster home. I found my biological family in 98, 99. So my mom, like when she met me, she was like, kind of like, oh man, how'd you find me? So even from day one, I never really felt that I belonged anywhere. Been homeless twice, tried to commit suicide twice. I was making bad decisions, wrong moves. So I applied to the Harvest Center.
The only way that I can say it the right way is to say that I understand because I've been there. And knowing what it's like to be written off myself, to know what it's like to want to commit suicide myself from doubting myself, to know what it's like to be given up on, to not be able to have my own father in my life, to know those types of things, it's easy for me to see somebody coming in, and no matter how broken they are, and to look at them and see that seed of possibility. We all got it in us, no matter how life has been thrown away, no matter how many times people have seeked to throw us away or we've thrown ourselves away. Everybody got a seed.
Let's go to the playground.
I got here because my ex-husband, he threw me and the kids out the house. Like, he gave us a night. He was like, in the morning, you guys gotta go.
Let's go to the playground.
Let's go to the playground.
Yeah.
It was a big fight between his mom and I. It got real physical. Like, her and my husband ganged up on me, and I locked myself in the master bedroom with my kids. And we just stayed there until daylight and got all our stuff together and got out the house. I was like, God, how am I gonna do this? My credit's bad. I have bills that need to be paid. And I felt like it was a lot that I needed to learn.
I think at the end of the day, the calling at the Harvest Center is to restore the dignity of God in the hearts of people. That's really it. It's our transformation program. Ultimately, at the end, what we see are people who were previously homeless and unemployed, living in broken relationships. At the end of that, we see them working full-time jobs, able to sustain themselves. We see them connected to churches throughout the community. They're truly living independently in our community.
Someone told me at the Harvest Center, if I worked the program will work for me. And it did. The Job for Life class, in many ways, it transformed my way of thinking about myself, feeling about Christ. And the Harvest Center has provided so much in resources, bus passes, monetary support, use of the computer lab, and they are freely giving their time and their love. And that really made a difference in my life, to know that I was loved, Every man can slip and fall, and they want to help us stand on our feet again with dignity, pride, and respect.
How can you not say that God is real? When a place like this, how can you not say it? Like, if you're not living on the street, if you're not in a shelter, if you're not having to dig out the trash, how can you say that God is not real? I took these steps, everything that they applied to us, and I ran with it. I feel so much better. Like, I feel like when I leave here, I'm gonna be good. I'm gonna be real good.
Things have changed in this work of homelessness, and we're excited that we're experiencing a change ourselves. In 2019, the opportunity will be that the Harvest Center of Charlotte will acquire the assets of Jackson Park Ministries. And Jackson Park has an incredible history of serving homeless families and helping those families transition into more life sustainability. But I believe fate would have it is that our ministries have converged and we've come together. Jesus' prayer in John 17 was that we would be one, right? That we wouldn't work in these silos and own the silo more than we own the unity. And the unity is what really brings the transformation. And so for us, the privilege that God would allow us to be a part of the work He's doing in our city, to bring reconciliation, to bring reformation, that's a privilege, that's an honor. And I think the opportunity for those who believe to rise up and say, this is the time. This is what we've been waiting for. We've been waiting for this opportunity to activate because the harvest is right. Now's the time. Now's the time to transform lives.
What is this word?
Enough.
Enough to welcome Bryce.